Well, Andy, you must be really, really pleased with the team performance today. I mean, everybody did their job. I know the result's great, but also the team ethic today was spot on.
Yeah, a squad effort. So the starting 11 was tweaked from last week. This is obviously a different game, and I thought we needed a different person on the pitch to start the game. I thought the first half was as good as I've seen us play here since I've been interim manager or permanent manager. I thought we made it really difficult for them to get into any kind of rhythm. We were aggressive, we were intensive, we got after the ball. Our pressing triggers are really good, and so the front three were really effective without the ball. And because we knew how they would press, hence the team selection, I thought the front three were effective when we got the ball back as well. So yeah, really pleasing first half. Possibly could have been further in front, but it's good after 2 games that all our attacking players have all scored already, which is good. And the second half obviously gets influenced by the sending off of Boyle, but again two moments in the second half. Amari again, a moment of brilliance where he can score from outside the box with that technique, and then we get him in the box, and Deno does what Deno does, so gets across his man and a one-touch finish. So yeah, lots of pleasing things from me, particularly first half. So I thought we were everything that we perhaps weren't last week, and everything that we spoke about since last week. So yeah, it's a really good standard for the first home game. I hope the supporters go home pleased with what they've seen, and how we've tried to represent them and the football club. And so to win your first home game of the season 4-0 is a good start. But me being who I am, I've already said to him that's all it is. So yeah, pleased with the 4 points from the 2 games, and now we look forward to Tuesday.
The first goal summed things up, really, didn't it? The intricacy of the passing down the left-hand touchline, and Amari passing it to Charlie, and then there's the young man. Yeah. Big day for him, of course. His first full start, and he gets that first goal. Yeah,
but I think prior to that, it became from an interception from Nohan as well on the halfway line, and that's what he's really, really effective at, breaking up the play for the opposition, getting one of those long legs in front of someone and nicking possession, and then having the ability to drive away from it. But yeah, good combination on the left-hand side with Amari and Charlie, and then T gets into a really good position for the pull-back cross. I think the 3 centre-halves obviously were much bigger than we were, and we spoke yesterday morning about how we can be effective trying to get into better crossing positions, and the pullback was on, good contact from T, and yeah, I just said to him, it's not always this good, unfortunately. So enjoy the moment, savour the moment, but it's important to stay humble, don't get too carried away when things go well, because this game has got a horrible habit. So yeah, let's try and stay level. Say enjoy tonight, because 4-0 wins aren't on the norm, unfortunately, and aren't consistent, but we will try and do it, obviously. But yeah, pleasing that the young man scored on his debut.
We did see Charlie on the pitch last week, obviously. Yeah. Did pre-season. What does he bring? I mean, what's different about him, when he's in your side?
He's obviously at the infancy of his senior career. He's had obviously the back end of last season with Notts County. What he is really good, he's a technical player. He can receive it on the half turn, on the back foot, and if he can get space, he can then drive and commit you. There's obviously aspects of his games that he needs to get better at. But we're delighted to have him, and I just thought it was the game for those two to play up alongside Josh, with their 3 centre backs playing, and thankfully it turned out that way.
And then Josh got the second goal, and I know last season when I spoke to him, and he's saying, it's not the real Josh Davison, you haven't seen me just yet, I'm so disappointed with how I'm playing. What's different about Josh this time round?
He came back for the first day of testing, and I looked out the window at the training ground, and I could see the difference in him, physically as well. He's had a good pre-season. He's scored in virtually every game, I think, which is good for his belief and for his confidence. So he's in a better place. It's not always easy moving away from your support system, your support network, like him and his partner have done, and they've got a little baby, and he had some challenging moments last year. They both did, but it's important to say that I support him. He knows what he has to do. It's good that he's got off the mark in the first game, but then Deno comes on and Deno scores as well. So listen, the challenge is there, but say it's good that he's scored in the first home game.
And you talked about sort of being mean at the back and making sure you don't concede too much. And I mean, today Nathan Smith, Jordan Turnbull comes on as a sub, but Patrick Brough, how versatile he can be. Some at wing back last week, and of course ever dependable Leo Carr there as well.
Yeah, clean sheets mean you're always obviously in the game. You're going to consistently pick up points, and we have to be hard to play against all over the pitch. So I thought we defended our box really well last week, but I thought we were better collectively today without the ball. We were much more aggressive, much more intense. We got after the ball higher up the pitch, and we saw the fruits of that.
Turnaround now is for a cup game on Tuesday night. You've got Burton Albion here in the Carabao Cup. Is it difficult at all to switch to a cup game so early in the season?
No, it's another game, and it's a game we want to win, so no, it's our next opponent. Obviously from a league higher up. I think Gary did an unbelievable job there last season to keep them in League One. So we'll prepare as well as we can do for that game. I think the players would say that our preparation and the detail we try to go into prior to the game being played gives them good information. They obviously then have to go and play outside, so all the credit is always to them. But so yeah, it's the first round of the Carabao Cup, and we want to get to the second round.
Do they pose a different sort of challenge? You know, we obviously saw Wigan from a higher division here, you know, pre-season sort of thing. So are there different things that you'd see in Burton?
I haven't seen anything of Burton yet. My whole sole concentration has been on this game. This game's now finished mid-Saturday afternoon, and I'm sure we'll now start looking at the good bits from this performance and the things that we need to be better at, and obviously then start looking at Burton. There's going to be changes, obviously, from both teams, I would imagine, but I'm sure from their point of view, just like us, they want to get through to a second round.
But when you look at your bench and you see those players, you know you've got good players to come on with the right attitude and the right way to play, Andy.
Yeah, I'm glad you said the right attitude, because I say it's when you make two changes, and I know Geno scored last week, and I've mentioned so many times about how well we defended our box, and Jordan was part of that. But I have to make difficult decisions. I said to the players yesterday, I don't want to be popular. I want to make decisions to try and win his games of football, and I'm going to upset them at certain times, as long as they're respectful towards me and I am towards them. I always try and explain my reasons why I've made changes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, listen, whoever is going to go out there and play for us and represent us, they know what the things that they have to bring. There's no choice in that. I've mentioned that enough times now. And playing out here is really, really special. I thought the crowd were great, were noisy, and got behind the players. And saying to win 4-0, hopefully they go home happy.
We lose weight under these spotlights, so we'll end it there, Andy. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, I could do with losing a few times.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.